Hello, everybody, and welcome back to PoducateMe, the ESL podcast.
Hi everyone, we're back.
We are back today, and today we wanted to just relax and do some fun stuff. We didn't want to go deep. We didn't want to talk about anything super deep, right,
Uh-huh.
Helen? So we just thought, you know what? Let's play some games.
Yay! But you know what? Actually, when you say we wanted to relax, I'm not relaxed. I'm very excited.
Are
I'm very excited to talk about it and
Mhm.
to share some of the games that we prepared for you today, guys.
Helen, are you competitive when it comes to games?
So, interestingly, that you asked me, because I would say yes, I am competitive
Oh,
to a point.
okay.
I also have the beginner's luck.
Mm.
So whenever I start playing like a totally new game, I mean, I am smart, of course. Like, there's no doubt about this. But I also have the beginner's luck.
Yeah, like poker. When if you were to play poker,
I've
something,
never played poker,
but
but
something with
yes,
luck.
something that you need luck, I would win.
Interesting.
Yes. And in terms of competitiveness, I would say that I am competitive, but not like to the crazy extent, just
Hmm.
like to keep me going and keep me like, and the other players excited. What
Mm.
about you?
Um, I don't know. I think when it comes to like board games, I wouldn't say that I'm competitive, but team-based games, like team sports, if I were to be playing like some sort of a team sport,
Uh-huh.
I think at that point I get a little competitive. Just a little bit.
Oh,
But again, not to a serious degree.
I just don't think that I've actually ever played like team sports where
Okay.
I would like
Like,
experience this.
oh, okay. Like obstacle course games. Have you ever done that?
I don't think
No?
so.
Where it's like a rally, not a rally, but like
I
a
mean,
relay.
yeah, I do understand the
Yeah.
concept, but I don't think that I ever played
Oh,
it.
they're fun. They're fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes we would have picnics and stuff, and we would do these real, like you do a potato sack until like a certain, like potato sack, jumping in a
Yeah.
potato sack, and then you stop, and then the next person has to jump rope,
Hmm. I guess that I did that when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but I don't think that I ever experienced it as an adult,
Ah, okay, okay.
actually.
Yeah. Well, those types of games I get very competitive because, it's very there's a lot of energy and you want to like root your teammates on.
Would you
So,
yell at your teammates?
not yell at my teammates, maybe yell at other teams,
Okay,
just to
okay.
try to like, give them a little shake.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
But
Trash talking.
trash
I see.
talking, something like
Okay.
that. Okay.
But we're not talking today about the sport
No.
games. Not about those ones, because we're going to be talking about the board games and the
Yay.
games that you actually do not need anything. Something
Yes.
that you can play with your friends, maybe on a road trip or
Yes.
even, I don't know, at a party.
And honestly, a lot of these types of games are my favorite. They're simple and they're fun. So we're gonna play a couple, and then we'll just maybe like introduce a couple other ones that also might be
Yay.
very helpful in
Uh-huh.
generally in like language learning, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh
Okay.
my God, yes. We did use a lot of the games in
Yes.
the classroom
Yeah. Yeah.
to, I don't know, practice vocabulary or
Yeah. Hmm.
speaking or even listening, like any skill
Yeah.
you can practice by playing those board games.
Yeah.
But the question is that I have for you, did you play a lot of board games when you were a kid?
Yeah. I did.
What are some that you
Um,
remember?
I think just some of the typical ones that I think a lot of people played. Sorry. Um,
Nope.
it's Sorry was a very typical board game. Monopoly.
Monopoly,
What
classic. I
Snakes
hate
and
Monopoly.
Ladders.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of these types of games when I was young. What about you?
Yes, we did play a lot of board games at home with my family, and those were mostly the types of the games where you had a die.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you would roll it, and then like as much as you have, you would like make some
yeah,
steps. And
yeah.
again, it's basically like snakes and ladders, but in our culture, we don't have snakes and ladders.
Mm-hmm.
They're like different kinds of games, but also like some will give you like shortcuts, the other ones will like send you back and like stuff like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are the types of games. And with my friends when I was a kid, we didn't play a lot of board games, but we played a lot of card games.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
true.
would play cards, like
Yeah.
different games with that.
So would we.
Yeah.
Like Speed. There was a game called Speed that we played.
Nope.
War that we played. It was just basically high card one, very simple.
Ah, okay, we did have this one.
Those
And this one we called, you know what? This is so funny. This one we would call like the the drunk.
the drunk.
Yeah.
We called it War. Why? Why? Why
I
do we
have
have these
no
names?
idea. Oh, and also we had a game that was called Toilet.
Toilet?
Yes.
What?
So you have like a pile of cards
Uh-huh.
and like randomly, not like neatly put like in a stack, just like the pile.
Yeah.
And on top you would build like the house of cards. And then you have it's basically like Jenga. But like what you have to do, you have to very quietly, very accurately, like take
Yes.
cards from the pile from underneath like this structure
Without toppling it.
without toppling it.
I
Yeah.
see.
And that
Oh,
one was called the toilet.
that actually sounds like fun. Kind of we kind of had something similar called pickup sticks. We just had a bunch of sticks and you would just scatter them and you had to
Ah.
try every person would have to try and pull out a stick without moving any of the others. And if you move them,
Oh,
you lose. Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay, okay.
cool.
Very similar.
Yeah, so did you play games when you were a teenager?
As a teen, yeah, I think I did. Honestly, I think I played board games my whole life, just with like family, sometimes with friends, at school.
Ah.
I think it was just a very like, yeah, it's always been kind of a part of my life. Not a big part of my life. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I ever had a phase where I would like seek out playing board games, but yeah, every now and then they always kind of we I would play.
Interesting.
Did you?
It's just that I realized that I played board games and card games when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I was a teenager, I didn't play board games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we would play mostly with my friends like for fun charades.
Oh,
We would
that's
play
fun.
that one. Love
Charades is
charades.
fun.
Yeah, and then I got into board games again when I was a young adult. I was like 20 something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular that got you into board games?
Yes. So I have a group of friends who actually were my students. Hi, English Party. This is our name. So we started doing that, I guess, during they were still my students. So we would have like classes 2 times a week.
Hmm.
It was a group of adults. And then at the weekend, we would go to one of our friends' house and we would have a party there. We would cook food all together. And then, I mean, the first couple of gatherings, we were just like, okay, eating, drinking, talking, having fun, blah, blah, blah. And that was like the season in the late fall when like the weather is bad, it's like raining, so you can actually hang out outside. Anyway, and then one of us brought a board game, which is called Alias. Do you know this game?
Yes.
Love this game.
Alias is fun.
And we were playing this game like nonstop up until like, I don't know, not early hours in the morning, but maybe like late into the night.
How do you play Alias? Do you want to
Eh,
explain?
yes, of course. So this is a board game where you have cards, and in the our version, we had like 8 words written on the card. And then what you do, you roll a die or a dice, because I know that dice is plural and die is singular.
It's the opposite. Dice is
Dice is singular and
singular.
die is
Die
plural.
is. Oh my gosh,
I
I'm having
guess
a brain
that
fart.
okay, we'll Google it
Okay,
later. Yes,
yeah,
and we'll talk about it in the language lab.
yeah.
Anyway, you roll a die. And then whatever number it gives you, like let's say it gives you number 4. So you take a stack of cards and you have teams, 2, 3, 4 people, as many as you have. And you have to explain to your teammate the every fourth word on the cards, and you cannot name the words with the same root. So let's say that if you have the word bank, you cannot say like the banker works
Hmm.
there. So you have to explain it in any other words, like
Yeah.
this is the place where people keep money or whatever. And your teammate has to guess the word. And we love this game because
Hmm.
there were also like certain there is a field where you have to like move your whatever little figurines, And if you land on a certain field, there was a field where you would have a different stack of cards with like celebrities written on them, or there was a special field where you had to use as again explain the words, but as a story from one card, and it was so much fun. I
Ooh,
loved
that sounds
it.
like fun.
Did you guys play the same way?
We didn't play Alias. I wasn't really introduced to Alias until later, but kind of similar, and I have it actually with me, is Taboo.
Ah, yeah.
It's like it was one of my favorite games growing up, and it's actually one of my favorite games to play with students because it's such a great language practice,
It
right?
is.
Like it's basically the idea, you can see it if you're watching. It's a box of cards with words. So there's vocabulary words on the top, and then below that word, there are a few other words underneath it that are like related, somewhat
Mm-hmm.
related or connected to this main word. And again, the goal is to explain this word to make your team guess. And it's a speed round where you have like 1 minute or 2 minutes, and you have to try to get as many cards
Uh-huh.
as possible, get as many vocabulary words right as possible.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a race, and then whichever team, of course, has the most cards wins, right?
Exactly. And
It's
so the main idea is that the word that you have on top, this is the word that you have to describe
Yeah,
or explain, and the words at the bottom or beneath are the words that you cannot
and you are not allowed to
name.
say it, and
Yeah.
it's psychologically really difficult because you're on a time crunch and you
Uh-huh.
see these words. Like these are the words that you're looking at, and you really want to say them, but you can't.
You
Yeah.
can't. And these are the most helpful
So
words.
this is what makes it difficult. Okay. I want to play just a couple of rounds with you.
Exciting. Let's do
So
it.
I have a card here. I'm gonna
I'm not
explain a
looking at
couple of
it.
words. Let's see if Helen can guess the word. Okay. Now, this word is when, oh, on your like index, middle, pinky, ring. Oh shoot,
Finger.
sorry. Okay. I said the actual word ring.
Ah,
So
okay.
I have to skip this card. Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Ooh, um, I'm leaving on a. Do you know this song?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
okay. Um, the
Yellow
things that are up in the sky.
cloud,
No, they are machines in the sky.
planes,
Yes, full word.
airplane.
Airplane.
What was the
Yes,
song?
it's called "I'm Leaving on a Jet Plane."
Oh, okay. I know
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I just didn't sing it very well. Okay. Okay. So this is something that you use when you are like in the ocean, and you can like open your eyes
Oh my God. Are these
in the ocean.
goggles?
Yes, but the thing that you use in your mouth.
Mouth? Snorkel?
Yes.
Yay!
Great. So this is
Awesome.
difficult because I couldn't use like swim, I couldn't use fins, I couldn't use underwater, breathe, scuba. I couldn't use any of these words. Yeah. So
Ah,
anyway,
nice.
very fun game, and it can get competitive.
It can
Yeah.
get competitive.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is really fun. There
Okay, now
is,
I want to play it.
yeah, I know. Okay, but we have a couple of other games that we
We
want to
do
talk
have,
about, right?
yeah. So the other game that we used to play was that group of friends, because once we got into Alias, we were like, okay, we need to expand our horizon of
Yeah.
the board games. And there was another game that is called Munchkin. This is actually a board game, which is RPG. RPG means role playing game.
Oh.
Amazing, guys. So, such a great game. So, you have characters. You can choose your character. I mean, depending on the game. If you decide to like take them randomly, or you can choose a character, and the characters there are all like fantasy world creatures. Like there is a dwarf, there is an elf, there is I don't know,
What's
like a
the
monk.
Yeah.
So what you do, you have a character, and then you can have weapons for your character, because there are different like magic weapons, of
Hmm.
course. But the interesting thing is that you have, as a real person, would have like just two arms. So if you have like, if you are lucky and you get like three kinds of weapons, You cannot keep all of them because you have just two arms to like carry them around. And then you have some different magic stuff like magic hat, magic boots, magic like I don't know, coat, whatever. And then you have two stacks of cards that are called the doors, and one door contains monsters. Ooh! And when you open the door, you have to, in like every round, you have to open one of the monster doors, and behind the doors are monsters, and monsters have different levels of difficulty, and you have to fight the monster with the weapon that you have. And each weapon has like also the level. So you have to count if you have enough like stuff to beat the monster.
So the goal of the game is to
To
like
beat the
beat the
monster.
monsters. Oh, okay,
But the
okay.
funny thing
Interesting.
is that if you cannot beat the monster, you can ask other players if they're willing to help you beat the monster.
Mm-hmm.
And you can bargain some stuff. They are like, okay, I will help you, but you will have to back me up when I need help.
So
Or I will help you beat the monster, but you will give me your magic hat.
so kind of like strategy as well.
Exactly. But also the funny thing is that other players can not only help you, they can help the monster. So if you're winning and they don't want you to win, they can help the monster. So
Mm-hmm.
they're giving the monster some like things that can
Mm-hmm.
enhance its power and its level. Brilliant game. Loved it
Cool.
so much. We would like play until that one. We would play until like early hours in the morning,
Sounds fun.
and as dangerous as Monopoly, we would have fights.
Yeah.
We would have like bad fights
Yeah.
when somebody would like storm out, like, slamming the door and wouldn't like talk to us for like a couple of
So
days.
kind of like I mean, I've never really played a lot of these types of games before, but I'm imagining kind of like Dungeons and Dragons
Hmm.
kind of situation.
But there is no like master of the game. So the
Yeah.
person who would tell the story and who
Yeah.
would like monitor whatever's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So the story unfolds on its own.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you are building the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you won't play it for like days. It's like you can finish it in like a couple of hours. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Any other games that you want to talk about?
Board games, honestly, just like the typical ones. Like there was one called Cranium that we played a lot.
Cranium.
Yeah, it's just like cards. You go around the board, but each corner has different types of cards. One is like an charades. One is there's like a thing of clay, and you have to mold it into whatever word you want to explain. I know it's difficult. One is
Interesting.
a drawing, another one like a Pictionary type
Hmm.
of game. So it's like a bunch of one is a trivia. So it's just like a bunch of different like tasks that you have to do to get around the board.
Oh, I
It's
would
really
love to
fun.
play.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
really fun. Um, However, sometimes you don't actually have the game with you, right?
Yes.
And you're bored and you want to play something with your friends.
Hmm.
So there are actually a lot of these games that we play these days. Even road trips. Sometimes we actually call these games road trip
Road
games
trip games.
because they're so fun to do. Just like you can involve the driver because as they're driving, they can still play the game.
Hmm.
They're still focusing on the road, but they can also just chat and talk and play these
And they're
games with
also
you.
entertained. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. It keeps everybody like awake, energized. It helps pass the time. So there are a few that we've been like me and my friends have been really into these days. And I wanted to play a couple just to like introduce them.
Oh,
And you
let's
know
do
what?
it.
This first one that I want to play is actually what I love about it is like you really get to know a little bit more
Hmm.
about your friends. You can play with your close friends who maybe you think you know everything about or they know everything about you, but sometimes this is what makes the game so great, and also you really do learn a lot about your friends. So
Nice.
we
Okay,
call it
let's try.
I don't know if there's an actual name for it, but we call it the category slash rating game.
Hmm.
And so the way that it goes is one person in their head they think of a number between 1 to 10,
Hmm.
any number, and this is your rating number. This is what you would rate on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest.
Hmm.
Okay. Then the goal is for your other friends, the other people that are playing, to guess the number that you are thinking of. And how they guess is they will ask you to give them a an object or something in a category that they ask you. All right. So, for example, if I'm thinking about like the number 10, number 10 means perfect, amazing, the best thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, if you ask me a category like, I don't know, fruits,
Okay.
okay, I'm going to tell you a fruit that I think is a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay. So I
Okay.
will tell you, like for me, I would say,
Please don't say banana.
no, I'm not a huge fan of bananas.
Yay.
I would say, I don't know, blueberries.
Blueberries. Okay.
And then she has this information, blueberries. And so she would have to think, oh, okay, have I seen Hannah eating a lot of blueberries? Right? Do you eat a lot of blueberries? Do you go looking for blueberry? And then from this information, they have to try and guess my number that I'm thinking of.
But can I, okay, so now we all know that like blueberries are 10 for you.
Yeah.
Are we moving to the next category
Yeah.
or we're still in the fruit?
You can't because you only have like generally you would only have one fruit that's this number, like a 10 out of 10,
Okay.
right? So then yeah, the next person, if you're playing with more people, the next person would give you a different category. Like,
Oh, okay, that's what I meant.
yeah,
So, okay, and how many goes do we have until we guess?
it
Like
depends
three,
it
four?
depends on the number of people playing. Like if you're playing with a group of 3 or 4, like usually each person asks one, but since it's only the two of us, you can ask like 2 or 3 maybe and then try to guess the number.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh,
Do you
interesting.
want to play where like you
Yes.
think of the number?
Yes,
Okay.
let's try.
So Helen is going to think of a number, and I'm going to give her some categories that she has to tell me that is the number. So tell me when you've thought of one.
Okay, I have the number.
Okay. So tell me, um, okay. Tell me a Hollywood actor.
Oof. I want to say Kevin Bacon, but just before, because we talked about him, not
Kevin
Kevin
Bacon?
Bacon.
Okay.
No, 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 not Kevin Bacon. Hollywood actor. Oh my God, I forgot all the Hollywood actors. Okay, I'm okay. I guess that it would be like Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Iconic. I don't know if he's your one of your faves though. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna ask another one, and I'm going to say, um, savory snack.
Savory snack.
Yeah.
Uh, Savory snack. I would say peanuts.
Peanuts.
Yeah,
Okay. I
like salty peanuts.
salted peanuts, like flavored or just salted?
Ah, whatever.
Just salt. Okay. Any peanut. I don't think you like peanuts that much. I don't think I've ever. No, but I've seen you. Oh, okay. No, you like almonds. I know you like almonds.
I do like
Yeah.
almonds,
Maybe
but
not
almonds are
peanuts.
not like very savory snack.
No, they're not. Okay. Can I ask one more?
Yes, sure.
All right. I'm going to ask sport to
Sport.
watch,
Sport to watch.
not play.
Uh, I'm not big into like watching sports actually.
Okay. Is that too
Yeah.
hard?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
so.
Then you know what? Let me do this. Day of the week.
Day of the week.
Yeah.
Okay, let it be Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay. think I think I have the answer.
Dun dun dun. Go for
I'm
it.
gonna say 5,
You're very close.
4,
No.
6.
6.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So you like it, but not like too much.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean it's like
okay.
I'm almost like neutral about them. I like that stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm not crazy about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
not crazy
See,
about Wednesdays.
I learned so much about Helen.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually used to hate Tom Cruise.
Really?
Yes, I was like, oh my God, I hate that guy. But then I watched The Edge of Tomorrow. Have you seen
Yeah.
this movie?
No, not yet.
Great movie. And I was like, okay, he's not that bad.
Honestly, you gotta respect him as an actor. He's
Yes,
iconic.
totally.
Yeah.
He's iconic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to try and guess something?
Let's play the next game. I have another
Okay.
fun game that we can
Okay.
play. All
Which
right.
one?
So this is another kind of fun road trip game called First Letter, Last Letter.
Ooh, I know you told me about this game.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so when you're playing with only two people, you can only do the first letter, last letter,
Mm-hmm.
but you can add letters if there are more people playing. If there's three letters, you can do first letter, middle letter, last letter. So basically, you assign uh, which letter for each person. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, for this round, I'll say Helen, first letter. I
Mm-hmm.
will do last letter. And at the count of three, we have to say a letter, any
Random
letter.
letter
Yeah,
from
any
the
letter of the
alphabet.
alphabet that we're thinking of. And the person to think of a word that has this first letter, this last letter is the winner. So they
Mm-hmm.
get points, basically. So it's quick thinking, quick vocabulary, this type of game. And
Mm-hmm.
it's fun when you do play with like three people or four people because it gets more difficult. You have to think of letters that are in that word. Like you have to think about
The
the first
beginning, the
letter,
middle,
middle, and the
and the
end.
last
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
let's play this
All
one.
right, all right. So you'll do first, I'll do last.
Okay,
Do you have a letter in mind?
I do.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
One,
One,
two,
two,
three.
three. F.
G. Fog.
Fudge.
Fudges with an E.
The E in the end. Ah,
Okay, so I said fog and you said fudge.
yes.
And fudge actually finishes
Is
with an
yes.
E. So I get the point.
Yay!
Yay! Okay,
Let's do
let's
another one, but now mine is the last letter, yours is the first one.
okay. Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
One, two, three.
I.
E.
Ooh.
Imp.
Ooh, you got it. Imp. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, it is a fun game.
Yeah.
Oh my God, makes your work, it makes your brain work.
Honestly, really, it
I
really
see that. I,
does.
I can literally feel like the cogs are like turning.
Yep.
Like,
My brain has woken up finally today. Yeah, yeah. Those are really fun road trip games. Those are kind
yeah,
of new ones that I've been playing with my family and friends, and it's just been like, it's so much fun.
it is a lot of
Yeah.
fun. We have another game. We're not gonna try and play it, although it is a lot of fun. But you need more people for it. I
Mm-hmm.
would say. I would say. I don't remember. We do have a very weird name in Ukrainian for it,
Mm-hmm.
but I let's call it a phrase game.
Okay.
So, in a group of people, one person who will start, they will think of a word or a phrase, like any word, any phrase, whatever they want, and they will tell this word or phrase to the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And what the group has to do, they have to ask that person a question, and you have to answer with this one word or phrase.
Mm-hmm.
And so the goal of the group is to ask the question that your answer would be very funny to
Yeah.
that question, and that it would make you laugh. And
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
once you laugh, like you're out. I love
Ah,
playing this game.
that's fun because then you have to think of questions that will make that phrase
Yes,
funny,
funny.
right?
Yeah, it's
And
a
then
lot of
get them
fun.
to
We
know how.
can try and play it once
Let's
we go
try it
on
later.
our
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's try it.
road trip.
There's
Hmm.
also, ooh, you know what's a really fun like game that a lot of people know is 21
Oh,
questions.
21 questions.
Also,
Yeah.
like really great language practice because you can only ask yes or no
Mm-hmm.
questions. So a little bit of grammar help for you guys as well.
Yeah.
And basically, one person thinks of anything. It can be a person, a place, a thing, an idea, anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you, the other people, will ask only yes or no questions up to 21
Mm-hmm.
and try to guess what this thing is. And if you guess it under 21 questions, you win. If you do not guess it after 21 questions, the person who is thinking of the word is the winner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
It's really
It's
fun.
it's a lot of fun.
That one's really fun. There's also two truths and a lie.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, it's the same thing as the category game where like you think that you can't play with your friends. Like you think, oh, I know my friends too well, and so this game wouldn't work. But actually, I feel like you learn a lot. You end up learning a lot about your friends.
Yeah, but then again, if you are playing with people that have been in your life for forever, I guess it would be.
Well, it depends on the questions that you ask, right? You can do a bunch of mundane things like, you know,
But
this
you're not
morning.
asking the questions.
No, like the two truths
Oh,
and
the
a
true.
lie. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
like my two truths and a lie can be like this morning I switched my skincare routine where I where I put on my serum before my toner.
Ah,
That's
okay.
one. Two, like I had bananas for breakfast.
I
You know
see.
what I mean? Like you
Okay.
can still make
Yeah.
it somewhat fun for
Okay,
when you're
because
playing with
yeah,
friends.
you're right.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about like more
Yeah,
fundamental
yeah. Like
events
my
or
favorite
things.
animal is a dog.
Yeah, or like I majored in
Yeah.
architecture,
Yeah, yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
You can
Yeah,
tweak it to make it fun for
you're
your
right.
friends, close
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
What else is there?
I really like this game, and we actually might play it with some of our future guests. The game is called Wrong Answers Only.
Oh,
You can see like sometimes people play it on like some famous talk shows on TV.
yeah.
When you ask people simple questions and they have to give you like wrong answers.
Yeah.
And again, it has to be fast. Like you don't have time to think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, what color is the sky? Or like, how many fingers do you have?
10. That's a right answer.
Exactly. So that's the thing. So the person has to give like wrong answers only.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And sometimes it's like really fun.
That's fun.
Because again, you are same as like with taboos. Your brain, like, wants the first instinct is to give like the right answer. Because,
Yeah.
like, I know this. And it's like, nope.
There's also a similar one called questions only, where you can only have a conversation
Ah,
in
yeah.
questions. So, like, yeah, you go back and forth and you have to keep the conversation going. First person to screw
Uh
up
huh.
loses, right? There's that game. There's also Would You Rather.
Oh, would you rather? It's a
Yeah,
good
I
one.
like Would You Rather. It's fun because it's like,
Yeah, it
again,
can spark some conversations,
exactly.
especially like if you the choices or the ultimatum that you're giving is like
Yeah.
very serious.
Let me ask you, would you rather give up cheese or give up meat for the rest of your life?
Oh my God.
Uh, Cheese and meat are like Helen's favorite foods. Cheese or
Yeah.
meat?
Like this one. See, like this is the kind of ultimatum I'm talking about.
You
Like,
have to choose one, and you can never have the other for the rest of your life.
it's so hard. You know what? I do know the answer,
Mm-hmm.
as painful as it is, but I guess that I would have to give up cheese.
Oh, okay.
I
Why?
love cheese. I love cheese, cheeses, different kinds. I'm like the Rocky from Chip and Dale.
Yeah,
Was like
cheese,
cheese
cheese.
and like like going like totally bananas about it because I uh don't eat as much cheese as I used to.
Mm.
I'm not lactose intolerant,
Knock on
thank
wood.
God, knock
Yeah.
on wood. But I've read that cheese is actually not a very good companion in your diet.
Mm.
So I try to avoid buying cheese. I
I
still
see.
eat it, of course, like when I'm out or when I'm at
Yeah.
someone's place, but
Yeah.
I don't buy it. So
Yeah.
I
And what's
guess that yeah, I cannot give up meat.
Yeah.
No.
And meat is a staple. Like I
Yeah.
feel like you need to have I personally speaking, I need to have some sort of like a meat protein
Yeah.
in every meal that I have, you know. Otherwise it doesn't feel like a meal.
Yeah. That's true.
All right. Well, I think we
Oh, that
recommended
was fun.
a whole bunch of games for you guys to try. I want to keep going and I want to play some more of these games. So maybe we will. But if you guys have any other game recommendations, or what are some games that you guys have played to help you with maybe learning English or
Yeah.
learning a language, something like that? Yeah, that would
That
be
would be
great.
nice to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So please leave us a comment or follow us over at Instagram, which is at PoducateMe, or drop us a line by email, which is eslpodukateme at gmail.com.
We would love to hear from you. And as always, keep listening, keep learning, and
Podukate
educate
yourself!
yourself.